people? If you're just tuning in and you don't know what this content feature is about, head on to my IGTV where I kind of break down what's going on with this series that I'm titling The Bookshelf. Basically, it's a review of all the books that have been on my bookshelf that I haven't been reading, and I'm not permitting myself to buy any new books until I'm done with all the ones on my bookshelf. So this is the first review of a book that I'm reading, and the book we're reviewing, as I said, is Richard Templar's The Rules of Love. Now, this is an author whose writing I've never encountered. This is actually my first encounter of Richard Templar's writing, and this is the book I actually saw from my sister's house. Her and her husband always have the most interesting books. When I saw it, I thought, oh my god, there's Rules of Love. Considering what a broad, dynamic subject that is, I thought, what a very brave author to want to write rules on love, you know? But then I thought, you know what, let me see what it's about. And indeed, I read the book, and I must say, I haven't really enjoyed it. For me, it came off a little predictable. The format for me was quite the same throughout, of which, is the format that the author chose to maintain throughout. But it's like a rule. He expounds on the rule with a narration, an experience, a story, just to really drill the point home, and then he closes it off and re-emphasizes the rule. So yeah, for me it was just like, okay, literally you could get the gist of each chapter by reading the rule on the top of each page. Also for me, I struggled because all of the rules were kind of like common sense. It was just kind of like, hey, I don't need someone to tell me these things. We're all different. And also the author himself says in the beginning of the book that these rules do not serve as revelations. They're not supposed to be anything new. They're just reminders of things that we should be doing, but sometimes we forget because, hey, we're human. I think Richard Templar is also absolutely romantic. In the beginning of the book, he writes, "To my best friend, lover, companion, partner, and soulmate, you know who you are." That really, really gave me chills. I'm a sucker for love, for romance, actually. Anyway, I want to give you my favorite rules out of this book. And then we're going to wrap it up, and I really say read it for sure. You never know what you might gather from it, because in as much as for me a lot of these things were common sense, there were some that really struck out to me, and I thought, okay, that's something I forgot and I needed to remember. So the first thing that really struck out to me was actually rule number 1, surprisingly, and that rule talks about being yourself in a romantic relationship. And I really love that, because do you guys know what an amazing thing it is to be yourself with no inhibitions, nothing holding you back, and all of that uncomfortable mess, to be truly who you are and to be loved as who you are. The rule speaks on the liberty that comes with doing that, and how important it is for us to give who we truly are to our partners in order to really experience a fulfilling, deep love. And I love that. You should read that first rule. If at all you don't want to read the book, that rule is one you should read. Another rule that really struck out to me was rule number 9, that says you can change people. And for me, this was a real reminder that I needed, because I used to struggle with this a lot in personal relationships, in business relationships, in all sorts of relationships. If a person wasn't acting right, I just obsessed so much on trying to get them to act on how I wanted them to act. And I completely neglect that this is who they are, and I ought to accept a person as they are. Not to say we should accept people's rubbish behavior. We should call people out and remind them when they're doing things that, aren't really it. But of course we should understand that we can't change people, and when someone shows you who you are, you should accept and take it. Those are the 2 rules that really struck out to me out of Richard Templar's The Rules of Love. I'd be lying if I said there were any more. There were a lot of rules in here, but those 2 really were the ones that I was like, okay, there's a bit of an aha moment. So yeah, that's The Rules of Love. Those are my 2 favorite. I highly encourage you to read this book, even though I didn't really enjoy it, because you never know. For you might come across something that you forgot to do, or you kind of lost touch of or track of, and it might just, bring something back in your relationships. Basically, this book was okay, and I say read it. That was the first book I reviewed, and I really hope you enjoyed this review, and maybe you might pick up this book. And if you do, drop a comment or DM me and tell me what you gathered from this book and how it shifted you, if it did. Stay tuned for more reviews. Subscribe, like, share, and let's grow this community and read more. Let's dust off our bookshelves.